Some days, owning a rental property, it just sucks. Yeah, I said it. Now, the deal is a lot of times when we buy a rental property, we're buying a dream. We are buying something that we think is going to give us a better future. Now, many times we have no idea what that dream entails, and that dream ends up becoming a nightmare. Now, if you've had some kind of nightmare, or even if you've had an amazing journey owning a rental property, leave me a comment and let me know what your story has been. Because after doing this for 20 years, I've seen people that have been the best in the world, and I've seen people that have lost everything that they own. So you gotta ask yourself, why are some people failing at doing this? Because look, we don't get into this to be yelled at, to be lied to have people rip us off and take advantage of us, right? But that's what seems to happen a lot of times, right? We buy a rental property because we wanna do something maybe for our future. Maybe we want to secure something and we want to have something for the family, but it doesn't normally happen that way, right? Many times what happens is we buy this property and next thing you know, we are running ourselves into the ground because we don't know what we're doing. We have no policies, we've got no procedures, everyone's mad at us. Sometimes we're sued. We're told that we have to forego on the rent because somebody lost their job and now it's our problem. So what is it that we can do to actually be successful as a business owner? Well, the first thing you can do is you can call it a business. So many people I talk to that have a rental property, they just say, I've got a property. No, you don't have a property, you've got a business. And if you don't think of it like a business, the odds of you failing are going to be exponentially high because there are laws, rules, regulations, and procedures surrounding that business. And you have a living, breathing person in that property that is expecting you to abide by the law. The person who doesn't normally know the law, many times it's you, the landlord. So the odds of you failing are really, really high. And look, let's face it, we don't want to go work all day at our regular job, come home, and then go have to change out a toilet or figure out how to lay tile or maybe put plumbing together. We don't want to do that. We leave our jobs or we start taking money out of our 401k and doing these things because we think that we have a brighter future with real estate. But many times that never happens, right? We don't realize what we've done is we've just gotten into a business with no business plan. We never thought about the next 5 years, 10 years, 20 years of how to actually get the money. We do these fancy spreadsheets, we get these fancy returns put on the numbers, and then we go, oh, we can buy this property. But we never actually think, how am I gonna get that money out of that property for the next 5, 10, 20 years? Heck, we don't even think about what we're gonna do in the next 30 days. How are we gonna get it rented, right? I get so many people, they're like, how should I rent this property? And I'm thinking to myself, you didn't think about this before you bought the property? Like you didn't have some sort of plan? No, I was so worried about the numbers. I was so worried about the insurance rate. I was so worried about the acquisition cost. You didn't think about the business model after that? This is why people fail, is they don't plan ahead. They don't think ahead. I think before you buy anything, sit down and put pen to paper and think about what it is that you're trying to accomplish, what it's going to take to make that happen. And more importantly, how much free time do you have? Do you actually have the time to do all this? If you don't, that's fine. Hire out and leverage other people. You can hire a management company, realtors, contractors, all these things. For some reason, once you own a property, now's the time that you think that you need to learn to paint. Now's the time you need to learn to lay tile. You don't even do this in your own house, but now for a rental property, you're gonna figure this out. And you've got the safety and consideration of the people that are actually paying you rent. Those are called clients. You don't want to treat your clients that way. You want to treat them with respect and you want to treat them with dignity because you want to be treated the same way. If you don't treat them that way, why would they treat you any different? So always remember, you're running a business when it comes to a rental property. You are not running a hobby. And this is why so many people have properties that turn into nightmares when they're just trying to build a dream. Now, if you've had an issue, please leave me a comment. Let me know. I'd like to hear what your story has been, if you've had any issues and what you did to solve them. And if you like this channel, make sure you subscribe to it and let me know what you'd like to hear in the future, and I'd be happy to talk about it. This is Steve Rozenberg, and we'll talk to you next time.